Hello everyone, this is Urvashi Chauhan and you are watching Courts Today by LiveLaw. We bring to you the latest and in-depth legal coverage. Coming to you with a brief of what all happened in the Indian courts today. Let me start with the update on the Day 3 of Supreme Court's hearing on same-sex marriage equality case. Today, the question revolved around certain provisions of the Special Marriage Act, which require parties intending to marry to give advance notice of 30 days, which will be published in the Registrar's Office, inviting public objections. Petitioners seeking recognition for same-sex marriage challenge these provisions as violative of fundamental rights to privacy and decisional autonomy. They have contended that the notice and objections regime exposes couples who enter into non-traditional marriages to threats and violence from families and vigilante groups. The Constitution Bench of Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, S. Ravindra Bhatt, Hima Kohli and P.S. Narasimha expressed agreement with the concerns raised by the petitioners. The CJI D.Y. Chandrachud observed, and I quote, "There is a very real likelihood that this will disproportionately affect situations in which one of the spouses either belongs to a marginalized community. This has a disproportionate impact on most vulnerable of society." In this regard, let me also tell you that in 2021, the Allahabad High Court had declared that these provisions of the Special Marriage Act are not mandatory, as the mandate for advance notice violates the right to privacy. We will keep you updated with more developments in the case. You can also watch the live proceedings of Supreme Court on our YouTube channel. And now coming to the ongoing dispute regarding the lawyer strikes in the country. In a significant development today, the Supreme Court has requested all high courts to constitute grievance redressal committees. These committees in all high courts will be composed of the Chief Justice, who will be the head of the committee, and 2 senior judges to be nominated by the Chief Justice, as well as the Advocate General, Chairman of the State Bar Council and President of the High Court Bar Association. A bench of Justices M.R. Shah and Asanuddin Amanullah was hearing a suo motu case regarding rampant strikes in bar associations across the country, leading to massive disruption of courts' work. The court said that it was important to have an appropriate forum to freely discuss their genuine grievances. The bench further recommended that similar grievance redressal committees could also be constituted at the district court level by the high courts. With regard to the objective of such committees, the bench explained that it could consider genuine grievances related to any difference of opinion or dissatisfaction on procedural changes relating to the filing, listing of matters, or misbehavior by any member. But the court clarified that such allegations of misbehavior must be genuine and not designed to keep the pressure on judicial officer. Tell us about your comments on the issue of lawyer strikes in our country in the comment box below. Another important update coming from the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court today directed state governments to grant ration cards within 3 months to migrant workers or unorganized workers who do not have the cards but are registered on the centre's eShram portal. The order was passed in an application filed against alleged non-compliance by the Union of India and certain states with Supreme Court's 2021 direction on dry rations and open community kitchens for migrant workers. In January this year, the top court had directed the central and state governments to inform whether the 28.55 crore migrants or unorganized workers registered on the eShram portal possessed the ration cards, whether all of them had been given the benefit of food under the National Food Security Act or not. The court had also remarked that mere registration on the portal was not enough. It was imperative that the benefits of the scheme reached the poorest of the poor. Advocate Prashant Bhushan, appearing on behalf of the petitioners, had also pointed out that the coverage under the food security law was being determined on the basis of the 2011 consensus. And due to the absence of latest population figures, over 10 crore people were excluded from the National Food Security Act of 2013. Today, the bench headed by Justice M.R. Shah passed the order, directed the central government to file a status report and listed the matter for 3rd October. In another interesting development, the Supreme Court today stayed the Allahabad High Court's order, which was also highly criticized by the citizens and widely trolled over the social media. The order took into custody the Special Secretary Finance and Secretary Finance of the Uttar Pradesh government over non-compliance of directions to provide domestic help and other facilities for retired judges. This order was passed by the Division Bench of Allahabad High Court on the ground that the finance officers were involved in delaying the facilities, such as providing domestic help to the former judges of the Allahabad High Court. You must know that on 4th April, the Allahabad High Court had directed the state government to notify guidelines approved by the Chief Justice for providing certain benefits to former judges of the Court of Allahabad, including a provision to provide domestic help. Additional Solicitor General K.M. Nataraj informed the Supreme Court that the rules have to go to the governor and there was some technical objection. Meanwhile, the court summoned the finance secretaries and directed to take them into custody. Today, in an urgent mentioning on behalf of the Uttar Pradesh government, the Supreme Court bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha passed the order and directed immediate release of the officers. A significant order came from the Delhi High Court today. The Delhi High Court has restrained various YouTube channels from publishing or sharing videos or any fake content relating to the mental and physical health of Aaradhya Bachchan, daughter of Bollywood actors Abhishek and Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. The court issued notice in the suit filed by Aaradhya Bachchan through her father seeking permanent injunction against various YouTube channels publishing videos and fake news reports regarding her health. Though she is healthy and strong, but merely for the sake of publicity, videos have been circulating on YouTube stating that she is critically ill, one even stating that she is no more. The suit submitted that such videos violated minors' right to privacy and were in violation of Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code rules of 2021. The court today observed that a prima facie case was made out in the favor of Aaradhya Bachchan for the grant of an ad interim injunction, and so the court has restrained 9 defendant YouTube channels and their associates or agents from disseminating videos relating to the minor's health condition. The court was very firm and said that it has zero tolerance against such misleading content relating to physical well-being of a child and that no technicality could come in its way. Justice C. Hari Shankar remarked, and I quote, "Every child is entitled to be treated with honor and respect, be it the child of a celebrity or of a commoner." The court also pulled up Google over its failure to take action against uploading such misleading content. It has directed Google to set out in detail its policy so as to know whether it remains in compliance with the IT rules or not, and also to know if Google has made any changes to its policy to bring it in line with amendments brought in the rules. The matter will now be heard on 13th of July. Stay tuned. And now coming to an important update from Gujarat. The Surat Sessions Court today has dismissed Rahul Gandhi's application seeking a stay on his conviction in the defamation case over his remark, "Why all thieves share the Modi surname," made in 2019 during a political campaign. You already know that Congress leader Rahul Gandhi was sentenced to 2 years in jail, following which he was disqualified as Member of Parliament of Lok Sabha. However, his sentence was suspended and he was also granted bail to enable him to move an appeal against his conviction. Earlier this month, Surat Sessions Court Judge Robin Mogera had reserved its verdict after hearing Gandhi and the complainant BJP's Purnesh Modi, and today the application was dismissed. If his application had been allowed, his membership of the Lok Sabha would have been restored, subject to the issuance of notification of the Lok Sabha Secretariat. Rahul Gandhi, who is on bail, has maintained that there was no malified intention on his part when he made the statement in question. Thank you for watching. If you wish to know more details about the cases I mentioned here, please visit our website at www.livelawmedia.in. Stay ahead with quick legal updates only on LiveLaw. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe and support us.